Hello and welcome to Building the Ultimate, the show where I'm trying to find the best car in Forza Horizon 5 for under 200,000 credits. How does it work, you might ask? Well, I have to buy and upgrade a car, all for under 200,000 credits, and then take around our custom test track to see which car does the fastest lap. That car then takes home the crown for being the best car in Forza Horizon 5. Which car will take the crown? Let's find out. Hello and welcome to the Season 3 premiere of Building the Ultimate. I am your host Dylan and we have some exciting stuff planned for you this season. We have more cars, more variety, better production, but overall we're having a lot more fun making this show. If you are a returning viewer, hello and welcome back to Building the Ultimate, and if you're a new viewer, hello and welcome to Building the Ultimate. With your continued support, we can grow this show to new heights in 2025. But first, let's get back to today's episode with this new car. This is the 2017 Maserati Levante S. It's an all-wheel drive SUV costing 85,000 credits from the auto show. With 424 brake horsepower and an order 60 of 5.1 seconds, this car is no slouch. It has a top speed of 180 miles an hour, not making it not the fastest car we've seen, but making it a pretty decent car for an SUV, at least. Within Forza spec, this car has a speed score of 6.6, handling of 4.6, acceleration of 5.1, launch of 2.4, braking of 4.3, off-road of 6.7, and a class score of B696. On paper, this car doesn't seem very exciting, but actually driving this thing is the complete opposite. It feels super responsive to drive. It sounds superb with its 3-litre twin-turbocharged V6, and it handles surprisingly well for a quote upscale SUV. Not my words, they're Maseratis. It definitely gives off sporty vibes without being a Maserati, but also gives you that luxury vibe with it being an SUV. It's going to be very interesting to see how well it goes around our custom test track, as we've had an SUV before as recently as last season with the Jaguar I-Pace and the Jeep Trackhawk. Both cars were surprising as they did pretty well, and hopefully the Maserati does the same. On that note, let's take it around our custom test track to see how well it performs against our stock champion car, which conveniently is a Jaguar I-Pace at 156.2. Can the Maserati beat the Jag? Let's find out. Okay, so here we are at the test track, ready to do a lap time, but before we do that, let me quickly go through 3 reasons why we do this. First reason is, we need to have a baseline to see how the cars perform. We need to see where it starts off at, so when we upgrade we can see where it finishes at. For example, our Jaguar I-Pace, it's our fastest stock car at 1 minute 56.2. That is the fastest car we've tested stock. Now, where do you think it placed after upgrades? It placed 5th. 1 minute 42.2. That shows me that it's not really worth spending the money on upgrading because you're not getting the best car out of it. Stock car is still pretty damn good. That's why we do this. Talking about doing this, let's take this around our test track. Let's see how fast we can do it. Like I said, 1 minute 56 to beat. So hopefully we can do this. Let's see. We are going to go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Off the start line here, a little bit slow, not looking too good here. We're around the first bend at a pretty good 30-40 miles an hour. Going down the first isn't quite straight here, and we expect to see about 100 miles an hour going underneath this little bridge here. 95, not too bad. Going around this corner, we tend to see a lot of cars slow down, but this car 80 miles an hour easily around that corner. That's a corner now where we struggle a lot with cars. They do tend to slow down. 50 miles an hour is a pretty respectable time to go around that corner. Now going around this bend here, it's just a nice little bend. Car slows down quite a bit there. Going down the second isn't quite straight. We expect the car to hit about 115 to 130 miles an hour going around here. We're hitting 150, just about 115, braking pretty hard going around this bend here at 60 miles an hour. Now we're going around Perception Avenue, where this doesn't quite seem as tight as a bend, but it's pretty tight for a lot of cars here. And we can see we're slowing right down to about 55, 60 miles an hour, but the car handles it like a champ. Going into the bridge here, we can see the car handling it like a champ. It's weird seeing an SUV do this. Taking a little bit wide there into the first straight, and we can see it's picked up speed now, 110 miles an hour, doing pretty good, but harsh on the brakes going into the festival here, where we have to slam on so much. We go down to about 40 miles an hour going into the last corner here, where it catches a lot of drivers off guard here. 60 miles an hour easily, a little bit wide there, but now we're going straight down our beautiful drag strip, and we're going to see how fast the car really can hit. 115 miles an hour, 120 miles an hour, 125, can it hit 130? Hit 130. Can it hit 140? Yes it can. 141 miles an hour across the finish line at a time of 1 minute 54.3. Wow, that is our record. This is the fastest car we've had across our track. Stock, might I add. It's the fastest car we've had stock around this track, and honestly, that's really good. It's destroyed our Jaguar I-Pace by 2 seconds, so I'm really intrigued to see how well it can do after upgrades. I think it's time to find out, don't you? Let's upgrade this car. Okay, so here we are after upgrading the car. A lot of money was spent, but here's what we did. We knocked our weight down from 2,109 kilograms to 1,661. We upped our brake horsepower from 424 up to 1,270. Lateral G's 1.4 to 1.7. Class rating though went from B696 all the way up to S2 921. Insane. It also cost a total of 93,750, which takes our total, including the car, to 178,750, which is our most expensive car we ever put on this show, leaving us with 21,250 credits left. That is insane. Wow. Let's see how this bad boy performs while going into a little bit more detail about the car, shall we? This is the upgraded Maserati Levante S. This car was an expensive car to upgrade. The total, including upgrades, cost a whopping 178,750 credits, leaving behind 21,250. Now, that leftover number is very important, as this season for the finale, we're going to be taking our fastest car and putting up against the car that we're going to buy with the leftover credits from each upgrade. Meaning, the more we spend on upgrades, the less we have for our car at the season finale. So far, we have, for our season finale car, is about 21,250. Not much so far, but this is the first episode. Anyway, let's get back to this car. After spending so much on the car, you would be expecting a huge upgrade in performance. Well, you would be right. We went from 424 brake horsepower to a whopping 1,270 horsepower. We also went from a 0 to 60 of 5.1 seconds down to 2.6 seconds. A top speed of 180 miles an hour up to 252 miles an hour. This car has become a completely different type of beast. In Forza specs, we've gone from a speed score of 6.6 to a score of 9.2. A handling of 4.6 to 5.2, acceleration of 5.1 all the way up to a 10, a launch of 2.4 again all the way up to a 10, braking a 4.3 up to 7.5, and an off-road of 6.7, and unfortunately went down to 4.9. And a class score going from B696 all the way to S2921. A huge upgrade which should set a new record around our track. Now, this car is a very, very fast car. It's a lot more responsive compared to what it was before, which doesn't mean it wasn't responsive. It just means this is a hell of a lot more responsive. You put your foot down, you're going. You're going around corners, it wants to drift. The car, it's constantly popping as you accelerate and de-accelerate. It's a huge upgrade. It's what a Maserati should be, regardless if it's a SUV, sports car. This is what a Maserati should be. It goes fast. It goes so fast. And I'm really excited to see how well it goes around our track, considering SUVs like the Jeep Trackhawk have really surprised me after upgrades. But it has got a really interesting time to beat, and we'll talk about that when we get to the test track, shall we? Okay, so here we are at the test track. Before we go down the track, we have to discuss what time we have to beat. So, time to beat, which was our champion last season, was the Audi TTRS, our first car we tested that did the time in 1 minute 36.948. That's a fast time, and hopefully this car can beat it and dethrone our champion that we've had for the entirety of season 2. No car could beat it, but can this car beat it? There's only one way to find out, and that is just taking it around. I feel like this car might beat it because of how fast it is. 1 minute 36.948 to beat. Let's see. Can the Maserati Levante S beat the Audi TTRS? In 3, 2, 1. Let's go off the finish start line. We are zooming off the start line here. Almost hitting 100 miles an hour there. Around the first corner. Having to slow down quite a little bit because the car's too fast. Going down the first isn't quite straight here, and we've already hit 100 miles an hour. We've hit 140 going underneath the bridge there, going around the first corner here at a nice 100 miles an hour. We didn't even slow down. Going around the death corner here at 60 miles an hour, looking pretty good. Going around the first bend here, and honestly, yeah, it's doing really well. Down the first isn't quite straight here, and yeah, 160 miles an hour is pretty good. Going around the bend again, slowing down to about 70, 60 miles an hour. Pretty cool. Going through Perception Avenue here, and wow, okay. We're hitting high speed 70, between 80, 70, 60s. Ooh, a bit wide around that corner there. Going into the bridge now at around 50 to 60 miles an hour. Haven't slowed down again here, but going into our straight here at about 100 miles an hour. Really fast here. Braking really harsh to go into the festival here, but still keeping around 100 miles an hour, entering the festival on 60 miles an hour, but slowing it down for these little bare corners here. And around the last corner here at, really slow there, but I can see why. Going down our drag strip now, and this is where the car can really open up and really experience how fast it is. Will it hit the 200 miles an hour mark? Absolutely. Absolutely, just eating it up. And across the line, and we got a time of 1 minute and 31 seconds. 1 minute and 31 seconds. That has destroyed the Audi TTRS, our Season 2 champion, by 5 seconds. Making this car the fastest car we've tested in building the Ultimate. Making this, at the moment, a really good Season 3 opener. We've dethroned our car from last season. I'm speechless. I'm actually speechless. One episode in and we destroyed our fastest time of Season 2. This season is set to be the best season I've done of building the Ultimate to date. And if you want to keep up with the action, go down below, hit the subscribe, hit the like button and the bell icon to not miss any future uploads. And while you're down there, comment down below what you think is going to be the next car we bring onto this show to try and beat the Maserati Levante S. It's going to be an interesting one, So make sure you do stick around because I can't wait to release the next episode. But I'm your host Dylan Jones, and I really did hope you enjoyed this episode. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your day guys, and I'll see you soon. Peace out.